Alright, hello guys, this is Nario de Harris with the Walking Dead season finale, episode 8 Coda review. Well, unfortunately, this was not the best season finale to have ever come out of The Walking Dead. I think that still stands with, well, this is a mid-season finale, by the way, not season finale. There's 16 episodes, so they split it up between the fall and the spring. So this is the mid-season because it ends the fall season of The Walking Dead, also known as the filler season of The Walking Dead. Okay, yeah, I think the best of all the mid-season finales so far still goes to season 2, episode 8, I guess. The classic finding Sophia in the barn. That was just such a traumatic moment for the group, and it changed the entire nature of the season. Since then, basically, the mid-season finales, just wrap up whatever stupid filler arc the writers decided to fill the first part of the season with, the fall season with. Because basically the way it goes now is that the fall season is the filler season where nothing of any consequence really happens. Let's see, in season 2, they're just looking for Sophia. They get to the farm and all that, but they basically just spend a whole lot of time on quote-unquote character development scenes, and then they find out that Sophia was in the barn the whole time. Okay, that's a little bit annoying for a lot of people. A lot of people think that season 2, hanging out at Herschel's farm, was really boring. And I can see that. I enjoy it, because I do enjoy good character development, and there are many interesting characters like Shane and Andrea, both of which are dead now, to, interact with, and Dale as well. Okay? So that's what happens. The first part of the season, the fall season, is a big old fillerific season with nothing that really happens in it. And then something happens in the season finale, mid-season finale, that gets things going. They find Sophie in the barn so they can finally move on from that, move on from there, get going with the story. They don't have to stay here and be looking for Sophia. Now they have to figure out, are we going to stay at this barn? Are we going to leave? Whatever. That's season 2. Season 3 is, that's with the Governator, right? Right? Isn't it? Yeah, it's with the Governor. Oh, and Daryl and Merle are introduced. The Governor betrays Merle and puts him in a death match against Daryl, and that's a big cliffhanger to leave the season on because everybody loves Daryl. People are interested in Merle. That's just great. That's a great way to end that season. I thought that was pretty good actually. Season 4 sucked. They spend the entire fall season having this fake flu-like infection going around that kills all the extras and gets Glenn sick, but nobody of any importance dies. And then finally the Governor shows back up and does what he should have did at the end of season 3, which is destroy the prison, so they all have to leave. But instead they did that at the mid-season finale for season 4 and just made a completely boring first half of that season until the Governor could show up to do the thing. Okay, and then now we have Beth's dead. And lots of people say she was boring, and I understand that, but I was growing on her by that point. Actually, I consider this to be kind of the wrong move, unless, I'm proved wrong, which I probably won't be, by the next half of the season. I'm going on record saying that Beth and actually Dawn were two of the most interesting characters to come out of this season. At first I thought they were boring, and I hated that, because from having read the comics, I knew they're both non-existent and they're just filler, but I actually started to enjoy them by the end. And so seeing them die like that, just get off in such a way, it was so strange. Because, Daryl's crying, Carol forgets that she has a broken leg and just gets up and runs to Daryl or whoever. That was funny. And, Maggie remembers that she has a sister and loses her sister in the same episode. How sad was that? How sad would it be to find out that you have a sister and then to lose that sister in the same day? That's what happened to Maggie. They're all crying, and you're supposed to be upset, but I couldn't feel anything. I felt nothing, and I don't know why exactly, other than this season just had such terrible pacing. The first 3 episodes were so intense. We were so into the Terminus arc, and we really wanted to see Rick just murder this guy. And then we get 4 episodes of this boring, fake-looking hospital place with people who we don't care about and who we aren't ever going to see again after this season. And then the only 2 characters of any consequence for that arc are killed. So it's like they could have not gone after Beth anyway, and everything would have been the same. You get it? That's like what filler is. When it's a bunch of shit that doesn't matter because it's not going to affect the rest of the story. Except I'm sure it's going to affect Daryl in some way. He's going to be all upset. Maggie will be fine because she didn't know she had a sister to begin with. The rest of the group's going to be alright or whatever. And the entire season, they just kept hopping between we're the good guys, right? We can go back. Nope, you can't go back. You can't. Even Rick, this episode said, can't go back, Bob, to Bob 2.0, the other black guy named Bob, who he murdered with the car, which is pretty cool. That was a pretty cool scene. I like seeing Tough Rick. We need to see more Tough Rick. That's what the show needs, actually. And that's what I thought we were getting. When he murdered Gareth with the machete with the red handle. I don't ever remember the machete with the red handle before. I don't know where he got that. Maybe he's always had it. I don't know. I was excited to see that, start seeing them, really start to kick some ass. Because they always toy with the fact that these characters are now bad A's. They show up at the beginning of season 3 and they've been through the winter together. And they survived. And even Carol knows how to shoot a gun now. And then they get to the prison. They murder some things for like 2 episodes, and then they just sit around and act like wusses for the rest of the time. And that's what's happened over every season since. Like, nah, we're the good guys. We gotta remain who we are, 'cause that is still who we are, is the good guys. But, Jesus Christ. And then, Tyrese and Sasha, the 2 most boring characters in the show right now, or having these back and forths like, no, I'm the more dramatic one. No, I'm the more dramatic one. No, that's basically their interactions and their contributions to the season. They need to really up their black characters in this show. And can we please have a southern black character? Why do none of these black people have southern accents or characteristics? They all sound like Hollywood trained, New York actors, especially Father Gabriel. Oh my goodness. Have you seen, look up a southern black preacher down here. And you ain't gonna see him. I'm telling you that. Jesus Christ. This show, actually, at this point, I have no drive to watch next season, really. There's nothing about this season finale hooked me. That's the big problem. They just spend so much time making up bullshit just to take up episodes because they know that they have too many episodes because it really only needs 8 when they got 16. And so they just got to make up a bunch of crap for 8 episodes because they just can't think of any good material. And it's very infuriating to wait a week between episodes only to watch an hour of just bull crap get put up there that you're not going to watch again because it's so damn boring. And how do these people make this? Jesus. I don't know. I'm interested to see how the show's ratings are affected by this episode. I love the comics. I love the idea of this show. I love that it's so popular. But people need to stop fanboying over it and demand better quality material over it, or it's just going to keep getting worse. And I don't know, but I think maybe the general populace likes that, and that scares me. I want my TV to have some credibility. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. This has been Nario de Harris with the Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 10 review. Alright, bye.